You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.
Guys, all the best results come from sacrificing today for a better tomorrow. Fitness, business, anything. The hard work that you put in today is gonna help give you better results tomorrow. And you're gonna love the results you get from the shoulder workout, but you may not love going through it because it is really, really hard. And I'm just trying to get you guys to channel that long-term mindset to push through these workouts and understand it's gonna give you guys amazing long-term results. Now, you search shoulder workouts on YouTube, you're gonna see a bunch of different ones that all kind of follow the same template. Some of them have some good exercises, some of them even hit all three heads of the deltoid, but it's all pretty much 8 to 10 reps, really generic. Now, I want to be known for having the most brutally effective workouts on YouTube. So we are gonna hit this workout super hard. And what I mean by that is we're gonna lift heavy, we're gonna pre-activate before we overload, and we're gonna hit a ton of drop sets, supersets, and time under tension after that. So if you have lagging deltoids, this is the exact type of workout that you need to do. Now, I'm a natural lifter who is naturally skinny. So if you think I have pretty good results in my shoulders, chances are you might even see better results. So let's dive right into the workout. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, you tap that bell because we've got more epic workouts coming for every single muscle group. And make sure you give this video a big like so more guys can make the shoulder gain. So we're gonna start off this workout with something that I call activation before overload. Now I covered this in my dumbbell chest workout. You guys absolutely loved it. I wanna carry it over to every single muscle group. Now, the main reason that we're doing this is we wanna channel an epic mind-muscle connection and really feel that blood pump right in those deltoids before we begin our main movements. Now, I want you guys to go 30 seconds time under tension if you are a beginner, 45 seconds time under tension on both parts of the superset if you're advanced. So the first one, you're kneeling. You're gonna have a tiny bit of internal rotation, and you're really gonna focus on keeping that deltoid under tension. So you're going nice and slow and controlled. You're really focusing on getting an epic pump right in the lateral deltoid. So you're gonna lean forward slightly. You're not resting at the top or the bottom of the movement. You're doing these little subtle movements. So you don't need to go all the way up here. You're just focusing all of that tension and activation right on the lateral deltoid. So you're gonna go 30 to 45 seconds time under tension. Then you're going to grab a light pair of dumbbells, like probably 5 to 10s or even like a 10-pound plate like you see me doing. And you're just gonna focus once again on these little movements right on the lateral deltoid, pumping as much blood right into those deltoids as possible. So I want you to go 2 total sets of this, 30 to 45 seconds time under tension on both portions of the superset. You're gonna rest about 45 seconds between sets, and let's get ready for the heavy lifts. Now we're gonna focus on lifting heavy. So this is our main progressive overload movement. It's an isolateral movement. Dumbbell alternate overhead press. So your hand position on this one, go with what feels comfortable. Right here, this feels comfortable for me. So it's kind of like my hands are between a hammer grip position and facing out like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna focus on going up explosive positives and slow and controlled negatives. So concentric and then slow and controlled negatives. So I really want you guys to challenge yourself and go as heavy as possible on this while maintaining perfect form. So if you're doing less than 8 reps, you need to go a little bit lighter. And if you're doing more than 10 reps, you need to go a little bit heavier. So that 8 to 10 rep range is going to be perfect. I really want you to find that perfect weight and then track your lifts and focus on improving by like 2.5 or 5 pounds from workout to workout. Of course, it's not realistic for you to get this much stronger every single workout for a while, but for the first couple times you do this, you should really focus on progressive overload. So I'm doing 60s in the video. Now we're doing the standing version of this, so it's a lot more challenging than the seated version. I can go up to like 80 to 85 seated. I'm only doing 60s on the standing version. So, you're gonna drop the weight about 25% from what you're used to. So I want you to do 3 total sets. You're resting 75 to 90 seconds between sets. And make sure, most important part of this whole thing is not going really fast on the way down. This is bullshit. This is not gonna create healthy micro tears. Explode up and then control on the way down. It's going to annihilate your anterior and lateral deltoids. Okay, now we're gonna do some dumbbell shoulder raise partials. And this is a great exercise to build mass right in the lateral deltoid because you have a great combination of activation and overload. Now, you're gonna go fairly heavy on this movement because you're not doing full range of motion. We're not doing this at all. What we're doing is we're shortening our range of motion. And by the way, I showed this in another video. I wanna show you how you can work it into a full workout. I got this from John Meadows, AKA the Mountain Dog. Epic exercise. Go ahead and give him a follow too. He has great advice. But this shoulder exercise, partials. So I'm holding 10s here, ignore this. In the video, I think I'm doing 47.5s. You're gonna go fairly heavy, and right around here, you're gonna stop the range of motion because this is where we're gonna become really weak and we're gonna put more stress on the shoulders. You're gonna shorten that range of motion to right here, nice and slow and controlled, and we're not resting at the bottom. The whole point of this is you're going as heavy as possible while maintaining strict form, and you're keeping that shoulder under tension the entire time. So we're gonna go 8 to 10 total reps. We're gonna rest 75 seconds, and I want you to go 3 total sets of this. So once again, we're not going all the way up here, and we're not resting at the bottom like you see so many guys do for 2 to 3 seconds. You're gonna go nice and heavy, combination of activation and overload, and pure time under tension right on those lateral deltoids. Okay, now we've done our heavy lifting. We're just going to flat out annihilate our lateral deltoids with some time under tension. Very strict form on this. So we're gonna do a very steep incline dumbbell shoulder raise. There's gonna be a slight amount of internal rotation, and we're gonna increase our range of motion on this movement from the previous exercise. So what you're gonna do is you see me leaning against a very steep incline bench. So pay attention to the position I have in the video. And you're gonna support your chest. So this is gonna force you not to use momentum on your lifts. I want you to lightly rest your chest, and you're gonna focus on nice and full range of motion. You're going light. And once again, we're not resting at the bottom, and we're going a little bit higher now than the previous exercise with a slight internal rotation. So obviously if your shoulders are not healthy, that slight internal rotation may not be advantageous. So focus on maybe shortening your range of motion a little bit and not rotating internally. But this one feels great on my shoulders. I have healthy rotator cuffs. So we're gonna go 30 seconds time under tension. We're only gonna rest 60 to 75 seconds between sets. And once again, count for 30 seconds time under tension. Set a little stopwatch or timer on the ground. Don't count reps, count time under tension. 30 seconds is a great number to shoot for on this exercise. All right, guys, it's time to hit the rear deltoid. And most people have really underdeveloped rear deltoids. The best way to grow your rear delts is gonna be time under tension. So we're gonna do a 30-second time under tension superset now. We're gonna start off on the reverse pec fly machine. Now, I like to stand on this exercise because it eliminates a lot of cheating. So you see me, I'm almost like standing at an angle on this, and then I'm not gripping it with my hand. I'm actually keeping an open palm, and I'm just focusing on this motion right here, activating those those rear deltoids. So going nice and slow and controlled, squeeze the lateral or the rear deltoid on the way back, coming back to the starting position. And this is a great movement, and I do feel this a lot more in my rear deltoids doing the standing version where I'm leaning on an incline versus the seated position. Now, right after that, you're gonna grab a light pair of dumbbells. So I think I'm doing like 15s in the video, and you're gonna focus on rotating as you come up. So think about like pouring a glass of water out. So you're coming up here. I'm doing the seated version in the video, but you're coming up here and it's like you're pouring out a glass of water. So this rotation right here is really going to activate those rear deltoids. And once again, We're going 30 seconds, time under tension on this exercise, really focusing on time under tension instead of ego lifting. The rear deltoids are a really small muscle group, a lot of slow twitch muscle fibers, so the best way to grow them is gonna be activation and time under tension. So I want you to do 2 total sets of this, 60 seconds between sets. We have a brutal drop set finisher. We're gonna do 3 total drops on this. If I had to just choose one movement from this entire workout that would give me the most bang for my buck, this would be what I would choose. And when I started doing this exercise a lot, my shoulders just blew up. So the starting position is your dumbbells are gonna be kind of like facing in. So think of kind of like a hammer grip position, dumbbells facing each other, and you're gonna flare out right here. So it's not a lateral raise. I call them deltoid shapers. Starting position, always keep in front of your body, and then you're initiating the movement with your shoulders and not your traps. So right here, and you'll be able to go fairly heavy on this exercise, and I want you to do a triple drop set. So I'm starting off with, I believe, like 40s in the video. So you're gonna pick a heavy weight, you're gonna pick a weight that you can do 8 to 10 times. You're gonna do 8 to 10 reps, you're gonna drop that weight immediately, about 20%. So I think I went from 40 to 27.5. You're gonna rep out 10 more reps, and then your deltoids are gonna be screaming. I want you to grab one more weight, dropping it about 20%, and you're gonna do another 8 to 10 reps. So by that time, your shoulders are gonna be absolutely screaming. You're doing like 30 reps total, hardly any rest between the triple drop set. So 30 reps, and then I want you to focus on just activating your shoulder. Do like a nice hard isometric right on your shoulder when you have an epic pump. So the combination of all the time under tension that you've done throughout the workout, the heavy overload, and then we're gonna hit it with a bang. We're gonna do some isometrics right on those deltoids. A good holding time is about 20 seconds. So just focus on like squeezing and pumping blood right into the shoulders immediately after that tricep. So give this video a big like, subscribe, tap that bell if you're new here, and don't leave yet because we have a very fun giveaway. We're actually giving away 3 items today. And the first item that we're gonna give away is good old Superhuman U backpack. It's gonna be item number 1. Item number 2 is Elf Lion shaker cup. And we have some Elf Lion straps. So I'm gonna pick 3 winners. I wanna give you guys more chances to win. So all you have to do is comment down below. Do you wanna see the lats version or the traps version of this workout series? So it's gonna be a balloon method intense workout, just like we did for shoulders. I've already filmed the lats version and the traps version. So let me know which upload you want to see next, and make sure you subscribe, you tap that bell. I got so many fun videos on the way. And very important, if you missed the video from the other day, the results of training shoulders, nuclei overload is here to stay on the channel. There's gonna be a lot more nuclei overload content. So I'm gonna link to that video on the end cards and down in the description. Make sure you check out the results of training shoulders every day, and I will see you guys on the next video.